God, when will it end? This is a question that many people that are taking this journey will ask, especially now in this intensity. You might ask yourself, God, when will it end? When will the tribulations, when will the pain end? And in today's chat, we're going to understand why this is the path at a very deep level. The energies have been quite intense, and we have to reflect on what we have put out. Sometimes you, through a conscious decision, you want to level up. And, these are things that we all deal with if we are on this journey. And if you wanted more, there are things that come along with it. It's part of the process. And things that happen to us at first glance, they might not be so terrible. They just might be quantum events. Okay, very, very powerful video that I did on a quantum event. What does this event mean to your everyday life? At first glance, it might appear a certain way, but it might be a very important event for your development. I had a very deep conversation with my sister's boyfriend yesterday, and a lot of people that are walking the path, and we have this chat with God with the intensity that we've all been going through. Okay, a lot of anxiety, things that have been popping up for all of us. So I appreciate everyone getting on the live chat. Buckshot24, Janet, Lisa, Cristal. Appreciate you all being here. Grateful if you click the like button. It allows this to be passed forward. David, it's good to see everyone. This is something that is very powerful for our development. And we start to ask questions like, is this worth it? And that is one of the questions that we're going to answer today. And those that take the journey, if you'd like to take the journey and see how this all plays out, once you click the subscribe button, we have a lot of things. See, this is actually like the greatest reality show you've ever seen, because I made a decision that I wanted more. I know this, and at this level, and I've been sharing the journey with a lot of people. We ask ourselves the question: is it worth it? Yesterday, talking with Ted, we brought up a very powerful and very truthful theory, epiphany that someone shared. And life, or at least life in this model, is a linear line of pain, suffering, and anxiety. And it's just like constant pain, suffering, anxiety, interrupted by brief, powerful moments of happiness. And it's almost like that lifeline where you have that boop, boop. It's like your heart. And it's like you don't want to flatline, and you have to keep going up. And when you actually think about life, especially in the past few years, it seems, right, and a lot of people are commenting in the chat, we're live doing this, right, describes it perfectly, right? A lot of people are going this. So today, I'm here to offer something that we can do collectively, right? So you want to focus your attention throughout this message, right? And that's something that I've been training people. That's what I did. People ask, how were you able to become successful even though you had all these hardships, you had all these things? You are going to have to focus your attention for a sustained period of time. So if you're able to focus to the end of this message, that's your starting point. So if you're getting this message and you're asking God, when will it end? You're starting to realize that life has been a linear line of pain, suffering, anxiety, and it's just interrupted by these brief, but they're very powerful moments of happiness and joy, and it keeps you going on to the next level. And you ask yourself the question, is it worth it? Is it worth it that 80%, I always share about the law of 80-20, Pareto's principle, okay? I discussed the laws of the universe, right? Pareto's principle, the law of 80-20. And today we have to rewrite the subconscious program. That's what we're doing together. That's what I've been doing on this channel this year. All right. And as I do that, you might have chaos happen because the programming, the old programming is totally dissipating. It's happening right now. So there's total chaos. There's more chaos. I thought I was putting out, I wanted it to be better. There's more chaos. 80% of the life, pain, suffering, anxiety, maybe only 20%, those moments, those Satori moments, as I've shared, Satori moments of the bliss, the happiness, the joy. And you could sit there and say, God, when is it going to end? We have to rewrite the subconscious programs. And we need to flip it where it's 80%. 80% of our life is the happiness and joy. And maybe 20%. Those Kensho moments. If you've never seen my full video on Kensho versus Satori, I'm here to tell you all, I'm here to tell God. Your high commander is here to talk to God for all the people. We could also learn from Satori moments. It doesn't always have to be Kensho. So, and that's really the truthful spiritual awakening journey. It's the balance of Kensho versus Satori. And that grueling Kensho, the pain, the suffering, it does get us to level up and it does move us, but we have to be conscious and aware of the gratitude. So when I keep discussing gratitude, when we're focused on gratitude, you get more. And that's how you start pulling in more of these Satori moments, more of these moments of joy and bliss, and not saying constantly to God, when is it going to end? You know, it's great to have, I always share this. I share this deeply with our Patreon community on the Zooms, right? We get into detail there. If you'd like to join us on Patreon. I say, who's going to believe me? I'm grateful that I have people around this week that see some of these wacky and zany things that happen to your Uncle Mike. Yeah. You know, you might be on your journey, right? Some people, hey, got a good laugh at Uncle Mike, right? But I have been trained, my mind has been trained that I know that these are quantum events. And what you need to do is ride through the anxiety that it comes up, something else comes up, right? Said it like, oh, this is like a cool thing. And then like, it's like anxiety again, right? And like having a conversation. We're all having this conversation, you know, especially, you know, speaking to another men of God, right? Trying to disconnect from the matrix, finding ways, because we all have to we have to find our way out. What are we doing? We're trying to move towards a world or a lifeline where we are in charge of our freedom, sovereignty, right? And not just being a cog in a wheel, working for the man, right? Being taken advantage of. So it is very difficult. It is very difficult to go through these things. Emotional roller coasters, right? They're where I am, and I'm constantly paying this forward to other people. I had to go through trials and tribulations to earn my freedom, and a lot of us have to learn. And you say, I wanted this. I went through chaos. Now I'm here to tell you, I made a conscious decision. I want everyone to listen carefully to this because this is the real life evidence of these upgrades. I made a conscious decision to level up. You know, last year, our workout channel was riding high, baby. And this year, all of a sudden, I went through chaos again. I went through this already in the past. And in the past, after I came out of the chaos, my work, my voice was amplified. And my soul, even though, say I was riding high at the time, my soul was calling out for more. And I did make that conscious decision, and I had this conversation with God. Do you have a personal relationship with God? I don't know the answer. You do. So I made this conscious decision, and lo and behold, I went through more chaos. And I have to ask the question, I'm asking the question, right? Is it worth it? Should I have just stayed where I was last year? We were riding high, baby. Everything was riding high. Everything was great. right? And if this is truthful to you, please click the like button so this message keeps going forward. These are the true ups and downs. When will it end? And sometimes we ask, when will it end? Oh, but maybe you signed up for this. Maybe I signed up for this. Sergio, the love doctor's in the house. I love you, Serge. So these are the things that happen. And we go through these ups and downs. You want a higher high, you might have to experience a low low again to hit you, to catapult you. It's kind of like when God pulls back on the arrow to launch you. Ready to launch. When will it end, God? A lot of people are saying this. When will it end? These are the trials. These are the tribulations that we go through. Billy, and God humbles us. And what we need to do when we are humbled is to get into that state of gratitude. I've always shared, that God gives us what we can handle. And when you write these programs and have these boundaries with God, with the universe, and to now see those boundaries erode, and it makes you feel very uncomfortable. But that place of not feeling so comfortable, it allows you to level up. So there is a development drive. A lot of people that are, if you're tuned into this message, if you are able to focus all the way through this message, you are a person that's wired like me, like everyone else, that is taking this true ascension journey. You have a development drive. And it's very easy. So not only I'm talking to people that are leveling up, I'm here to also help people. Again, we are all on a different part of our journey. Where are we headed? So there's people that have to get rid of that instant gratification. Some people do that with food. Some people do that with drugs and alcohol. Okay, and I'm here to motivate you. So now you might go through that. And now you have a drive that instant gratification, right? You don't get it from that, but you actually get gratification when you develop things. Maybe when you're developing your body, your health and wellness. Maybe when you're developing your work, right? Your vocation in life. And then all of a sudden, these things are getting destroyed and you're not actually seeing any development. And then, right, you're getting this hit. Maybe with your finances, you want the bank account to go higher and higher, and all of a sudden that's going, it seems like everything's going in the opposite way. So this is your development drive. You might be a man or a woman that's focused on development. This is personal development on this channel, in this community. We are developing. We are developing physically, mentally, and spiritually. So you might have a drive. Beyond Motivated, Driven was a video that I did a long time ago. Beyond Motivated, Driven. You are driven. You are driven to do things. And that's why, God will move you. And then you're saying, I want to do this work. And then maybe, your work is being trampled on or being hidden. So it's very difficult. So now you're not getting that drive. And it's important to be able to sit quietly and get into gratitude for other things. So there's all different levels to this. So you might be a person and you say, you know what, I'm done with the alcohol. I'm done with these things. I have many friends, a few friends in the gym that overcame these things. I'm very proud of you guys, right? So these are the things that we have to stay focused on. And then you might be a person that has gotten out of that level of consciousness. And now, you're trying to, build your wealth for your family. You're trying to get not a job, but a vocation in life. You're trying to, change your frequency. And all of a sudden things start going backwards. You're getting more trials. You're getting more tests, tribulations. And you say, God, when does it end? When does it end? And this is a phrase. If this is what if you're saying these words, if you're having these feelings, let us know in the comments. You can hit the targets. Am I hitting it with laser pinpoint accuracy? LPA in the comments, as always. LPA on this channel. These are the things. that we're all dealing with. You have to get into silence. Silence is golden. We're headed for the gold now. Silence is golden. Some of you might have heard that term. So what needs to be done, and if you're really focusing carefully on this message, you're getting these deep answers to the universe. Within the silence within the chaos. You need to find silence in the chaos long enough to reveal what is. It's deep stuff, but it's truthful, right? Think about your everyday life. Constant chaos, pain, suffering, anxiety. You know, I shared about the wellness. That mental stuff, it goes into your wellness, right? I did a video like teaching people not to like take fat burners and getting rid of stress. It's all cortisol. Cortisol, stress, your adrenal glands are zapped. So many people have been dealing with this. It's not an easy journey that we're all going through. So you have to find silence in the chaos. Sustained period of time is the phrase that I use. Long enough to reveal what is. I reshared in the community tab how God reveals the truth to you. It's one of the most powerful videos I've ever done. And it needs to be heard by the world because this is the way. You have to have that silence in this constant chaos. And that's why people have depression. What is depression? Deep rest. The soul is tired of operating the body in a matrix that's fake. And you're looking at your life and you're saying, this is fake. This is not what I'm calling into my life. And all of a sudden you say, enough is enough. And when will this end? And the way that it ends, you got to focus on this message, is getting in the silence long enough, then God reveals the truth to you. And so many truths have been revealed to me this past year. It's also been another year of a lot of chaos for me. Now, I don't know where we're headed. You want to hit the subscribe button and see where we're headed so we have the real life evidence. But people that have been part of this journey of our everyday lives, if you've been here, right? We're headed towards 7 years. You could hit 777. It's time for our rewards. 777. As we head towards year 7. Not all of these years that I've been doing this have been the same. There's been the ups, there's been the downs. And I'm sharing the truth live on the air so people see the transparency. You have to know this journey. Whether you're into manifestation, if you're praying properly to God, you got to pray the proper way. I'm teaching you all these things. And I'm here to tell you the truth. I made that decision. And things when it comes, say, to my work, my wealth, all the income, whatever it is, right? Your work's going out. All of a sudden, you see it going, it falls apart. And you're looking at the 3D reality. So why is it falling apart? When is this going to end? I thought, but this is, if you want a higher high, listen carefully, if you want a higher high, you might have to experience a low low again. That's God pulling back on the arrow, ready to launch. That linear life, it goes up and down. And think about that message that I started off with, right? A lot of people are feeling this life is that linear line, pain, suffering, anxiety, and it's interrupted by these brief moments of joy and happiness. And it gives you that energy to keep going. And that's why even God will send you strangers. Watch that video if you haven't seen it, when God sends you complete, total strangers. Complete and total strangers. And you know these things, you know? You know, I get to know my sister's boyfriend more and more, and I didn't know him. I knew him right away. There's frequency, and that's why I give great relationship advice. You have to start feeling the energy. You have to make better decisions, especially the women. Okay, and I've learned a lot on my journey this year. You know, I'm a single man, and I'm learning. You know, talking to women. And I didn't realize, because I just assumed that like men are just like me, because that's from my lens, and the abuse that some of them that went through. And now I understand some of these women a little bit better. Please click the like button so the world hears this. Please click the like button so the world hears this. So now, you go out, you speak to a woman, and you hear their stories and the trauma, and how some of the, and that's a weak mind. That's what the beta male is. And there's women that had hands put on them. It's and now I understand these things more. So when you go out into the world, you're going to have men that are hurt. You're going to have women that are hurt. And so what the message is today is that we all have to do our healing. And that's what I do on this channel, where you have to use your spiritual senses. Like my sister made a great decision with her intuition. And I hope all the women that are on here are getting this, so that you can make better decisions with your intuition, and not going for these beta males. That's a weak-minded male that would put a hands on a woman. So I need to have these real life experiences. Sometimes I say, why do I have to go and meet all these? It's like it's overwhelming. Because I'm a very focused man. But in this chaos and all these meetings and all these things that I'm learning more about the world. If you're getting this message, you can't be afraid. And I've gone through crazy things, the ups and downs. When is it going to end? But I'm reflecting on these things. These are learns. This is learning about people. Okay, it's an important message today. Because a lot of people, you could be going through, and you go through these things. And you might have went through a tough relationship. You might have went through a tough go at it in the job. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to raise the people up. And it goes through the people. All the things that you guys do, you're hitting subscribe, you're hitting the likes. I'm just one man. I put it out to the people. You guys carry it. God always sends me strangers. I'm telling you this. Watch that video if you haven't seen it. God is always sending me strangers. These are the answers. And that's why you have to do better decisions with your spiritual senses. Get your clairs up. Get your clairs up, bro. Get your clairs up, sis. And for the most part, women are supposed to be more in tune with their spiritual senses. But in this world where there is a lot of fight or flight, it doesn't matter. Once you're set in fight or flight, then you start losing those spiritual senses. And then you get into traumas. And then you're afraid maybe to, go out with another guy. So all of these things, when I sit back, this is how God talks to me through everyday life examples. These are our everyday lives. And these are the stories that the world needs to hear. There is suffering that a lot of us go through, right? So there could be maybe, and that's why keep focused on this message. This is a jewel today. A lot of people saying, God, when will it end? You listen to this whole video. I'm giving you the answers here. So suffering exists when you are stuck in time. Suffering exists when you are stuck in the matrix construct of time. I'm running out of time. Where's my relationship? The years are passing by. I got to pay my bills by the first of the month. I need to have income and wealth come in. It's that time. So that's why we have to do deep changes in a subconscious energetic level. If you're getting this, that's why we do this collectively. If we have 144,000 people on this channel, isn't that tremendous? Grateful for all the love and prayers. Let's keep growing and keep going. We collectively rewrite the subconscious for the collective. We collectively rewrite the timeline for the collective. And the more that we do this together, so any aspect of this message that resonates, share it with a friend. Pay it forward. Get on the same page. Speaking to another guy, going through similar, again, it's never going to be the same. It's always the same energy theme. And you just sit there, you say, God, when is this going to end already? I try to put out, because this is how it actually looks in everyday life. You're sitting there and you're saying, God, when is this going to end already? How many people have said this? You hit the targets. Write a comment. Expectations, form of suffering. Stuck in linear time, form of suffering. And that's why your physical wellness, when you don't age, when you're getting healthier and you're extending your lifespan, I gave you the answer already. It's on the channel page. How does God restore your lost years? Oh, I lost all these years, a stupid job. Oh, I lost all these years in a stupid relationship. These are things that everyday life people have felt. God, when is this going to end? Is what people are saying. This is what people say. This is the real life channel here. This is the real life information here. And how we could actually overcome it. And know that we have seasons in our life. And know through free will, if you said, I want to level up, and then you say, son of a, I gotta go through this again. I gotta go through the lower lows again. If you want high, this is just the path, ladies and gentlemen. I know people see things out and they saw maybe some famous people or whatever in the past. This is just the organic ways. And then some people judge. You are gonna see people now, and you could put years of work. There's no such thing as overnight success. You might see someone blow up overnight, but they've been putting out energy for years. It's just divine timing. 7, 7, 7. Your rewards are here. It's a big, powerful energy. Your rewards are here. We are like masters now, right, Brandy? You're a master at these things. These are the truthful paths. So if you said, and as people watch this play out, like I'm real with everyone. Sometimes I say, should I have set off? Should I just have been comfortable where I was? This is where the free will, listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is where the free will comes in. Should I have just been comfortable where I was? Should I have said, oh, I want to level up. I want to have these experiences. We call these things upon ourselves. That's why we have to understand this journey. Oh, I called upon this level up. This is what my soul was calling for. Well, with that, you might have to go, if you want higher high, you might have to experience that low again. That straight line, it's going to be those boop, boop. Want to go up? Got to go down. And again, I complain about it too. Why can't we just keep going up, ladies and gentlemen? Why can't we just keep going upward and onwards? And we are going upward and onwards, but we had to go back down. And then we have a great level up. Sometimes we have to go back down. And then we have a great level up. Jen writes, no fear, 777. It's a 777 blessing today. The blessings are here. The blessings are coming into our everyday life. The manifestations are coming into our everyday life. Our prayers, praying the proper way, praying that it has, I know it's already done. And I'm grateful that God put me through things. And I have to, because I go through this as well when it comes to the boundaries, or as people say, God gives you what you can handle. Sometimes we say, I can't handle this. But if you have those ironclad boundaries, you will kind of see where these things fit in. And the more you start knowing this and saying to yourself, you know what? I can see why, because that wasn't really my path, and it's putting me on a different path. It's putting me on a different trajectory. We have these things. You might have manifested something that actually has great value to you. What's the value? Value is who you become. What's the value? Who you become is the value. That's the value. And again, you could have the physical objects. You know, I try to say these things as crystal clear as possible, right? You don't have to live a life of poverty. You could have the Lamborghini if you want, but it doesn't define you. All these things. I don't judge anyone. You want to do enhancements on your body, then go for it, but it doesn't define you. These are the things, right? I'm just giving examples. Maybe a guy thinks, oh, he's got a fancy car so he can manipulate women. Maybe a woman, does things to her body and they think that they could manipulate men. You do it for you. You could have but it's not about gaining manipulation over someone else. Click the like button if I'm hitting this with laser pinpoint accuracy today, because I want you to have I want you to have everything that your heart desires, right? Joe, it's 100%, Joe, right? It's at 100%. It's laser pinpoint accuracy. You have the birthright to do whatever you want, but you don't do things to manipulate other people. Lust, you don't try to manipulate them. Power, oh, I got fancy wealth and all this other stuff. Let me try to impress, and I've seen this. You do things to become a better version of yourself. That's what God is. That's why we go through the humbling. God is going to humble all of us. God has humbled me. And then I say, I got to do it again. And then I got to sit, then I got to study, then I got to realize that every time if I said to God, I want to level up, that means I got to get knocked up. And I got to pick myself up again, because that's how the muscles are built. These muscles aren't made for show. These muscles are made for go. I see that a lot out there in the world. You see these guys, right? They're just like pretty boys in the gym. And then there's warriors. You got to be a warrior. If you're the divine masculine, right, I am a warrior. That's what we need to do. If you're the woman, wake up. Well, you start getting your intuition so you know which man is what. And these are all, that's why, again, at any time, if you've stumbled onto this live stream, watch the replay, because this is what everyone's going through. Man, woman, child, we all go through these things. And then we say to ourselves, God, when is it going to end? Every person has probably said that post-2020. You went through a period of time, a sustained period of time. You went through your life, and you might have went through a period of time, you had more crazy things than you've had your whole previous part of the life. We all go through it. And similar things where if you're getting this message and you know that you are doing work not only for you but for your family lineage. These are the deep truths of the universe. It is a crazy world out there, Brooke. And myself, I need to see, and that's why I try to present. It's hard, it's very difficult. If you see your Uncle Mike on the screen, it's very difficult what I do. A lot of people know this, not picking a side. I'm always triggering people because it's the left, it's the right, it's all the women, no, it is what it is. That's the top of the consciousness scale. Hawkins scale of consciousness at the top is. It's the truth. You got to start feeling the vibes, feel the vibrations, get to the truth, the Christ, the Most High. It is what it is. It's good to see you, Midge. Appreciate everyone getting on. Everyone's waking up now. Everyone's waking up. But a lot of things, these are the things that we have to go through for our specific journey. And a lot of us are carrying traumas. If you missed yesterday's lesson, you watched that. Traumas not only from your past, so I shared this. Right? There's people I'm talking to have trauma within this lifetime, and now they're scared to meet people or go places, so on and so forth. And they're afraid. They go in the shell. Then there's stuff that we're healing from our past lifetimes. And that these are the pains you go for. What did your ancestors go through? That's why in this this is a massive upgrade. I know it looks like there's pain, there's anxiety. I read the comments, people reaching out, talk to everyone, waking up in the morning, you feel like you were tossed and turned that in the middle. Was I in the washing machine last night? Was I in the blend? You got bashed around while you were sleeping. If I'm speaking the truth, leave comments so others are reading this. There's more and more people waking up to this. There is literal stuff that's happening as we change. And as we're upgrading and we say, God, when does it end? When does the pain and suffering end, God? This is a very truthful message that the whole world needs to hear. Just keep passing it forward. Right? It's up, life on the streets. Yeah. Yeah, Matt Gilson writes, it's time to get out of the basement. It's time to get out of the basement. Oh, I love you, brother. These are the things. These are the trials and tribulations. So now, and everyone's tuned, I've spoke to now, these are the real traumas. I want everyone to understand, this is our everyday lives. I have a male friend and I have a female friend, both punched in the face from an ex. Can you imagine the traumas that people go through? Please share this video. Please share this video. So many people around the world, you go through these things. We all go through these things. And then you go back into the world and everyone's scared of each other. So what we need to do is transmute the energy, pay it forward. And we've all had these run-ins with people and other. Again, it's a lot of this is the negativity passing it forward. Some people heard of hurt people. And we have to have more fun in our. Don't you want to have fun? It was one of my videos. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. But and these are the things. Even I can reflect on my journey, and obviously myself and my sister are different. But we kind of we go through. We've gone through like similar lessons and things, and and a lot of it is just embracing the inner child, and it's good to embrace the inner child, have fun in life. And
it's also good to be really silly.
I'm live.
I'm just stirring up a little chaos.
On YouTube. There's like 10,000 people. There's 144,000 people watching right now.
Hi, everybody.
You should have seen it last night. I beat the snot out of her Nintendo 64. Mario Kart was back on last night. Hit me up on Facebook. I got special stuff on Facebook coming out.
I won one, though.
Pink energy, inner child energy.
Pink.
People see us, say, "Oh, these children don't age."
I didn't even realize that you were wearing it all.
You did it on purpose.
No, I
You saw I wore the shirt.
No,
you went
I was
inside.
already in the
You put the
bathroom.
pink on,
No,
and you come back out. Oh, I didn't see. I didn't know you had the pink on, right? Right? Yeah, she didn't see the turtle shell coming last night either. She didn't see the turtle shell. But these are the things that we have to get back to the fun. It was fun last night, right? Yeah. And you, if you're the divine masculine, you got to know how to pick up the real women of the world. There's all different things that are going on in the world, and people are scared of each other, and that's why you have to get the work done on the inside, and yeah, it's it is what it is, it is what it is. But is it? We always ask the question: is it worth it? And we both went through. It is good times, King Jericho. Yeah, I'm live. You're shaking me.
Shake you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Shake. I'm having the best time.
I have a reputation to withhold, and so people will see this, and so this is what really goes on.
Yeah, but they'll see all the sibling love.
I'm losing my train of thought.
Okay,
No,
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying now.
I don't remember.
But these are the things, yeah. You squeeze that over there. So you might have like tenseness in the neck, and you feel like you're like stirred up while you're sleeping. You might have shifted timelines, and people think that this is a joke. Oh, he's talking about shifting timelines, but your body might like all of a sudden you're in a totally different reality. And you have to look for these little nuances like the Mandela effect. And then there's real Mandela effects, and then there's fake Mandela effects.
No,
With people.
it was real.
Everyone knows. Everyone knows. It was Koopa Troopa Beach for the whole life.
Peach
It never was called that, okay?
No, it's Peach
It was not a Mandela
No, you
effect.
write it in the comments,
okay?
everybody.
So,
It was
okay,
Peach
you're interrupting me again, okay? This is what I'm talking about, right? So, anyone that played Mario Kart knows it's Koopa Troopa Beach. Leave a comment down below, all right? And people will say,
See,
God,
look, Peach
when
Beach.
is it going to end? Okay, when is it going to end? And I say it myself. When is it going to end? You know, when is this live stream going to end? Okay, so these are the truths. You got to get back to the family. It's very powerful. So yes, I love you.
I love you.
I love you, and you know, we keep going on to the next chapter.
Everyone's writing Peach Beach.
It's not Peach Beach. It's always been Koopa Troopa Beach.
It's
all
Peach Beach.
because there's literally Koopa Troopas that are on the board, and then if you hit them, then you slide off. It's never been that. Okay, she has the castle. There's never been that. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows this. There's Koopa Troopas everywhere on the beach, and you hit them with your cart, and you go sliding off into the water, and then the guy picks you up, the little crabs, right? Everyone knows it.
I have an idea. Why don't you put a...
I am live on the air. This is why I work alone, Light Warriors, okay? So, can I, thank you very much.
Can I share my idea?
No!
No.
You could share them on Facebook. That's what Facebook is for, right? Hit me up on Facebook. We have tremendous stuff coming out all week on Facebook. We're growing like never before on all. I'm so grateful for all the support. But, you know, these are the things that, you know, it's just a coincidence. She totally saw it. But that pink, you hit the pink love, hit the pink love in the chat. It's all about your inner child. Your inner child. And I have a very powerful, I did a video on real life manifestation. And I'm going to have real life evidence of the inner child. Watch that video. And this is how we manifest. We manifest as being kids. And that's what we've done. And sometimes you manifest like being like totally like stupid. And, and you manifest the greatest things, okay? Hit the like button if you're here for family.
Right
Hit the
there,
like button. I
right
don't know if
there.
they see it though on there. I think we see it over there. It might be on the bottom. Might be on the bottom for you.
I don't know.
Okay.
When I look in the
Yes.
chat, it's up here. All right, I'll see you all in the chat, okay?
I love you.
Love you.
I have a reputation to protect. This is unbelievable. It's unbelievable, right? Yeah, now it's going to be Bowser's Beach. I like that one. Yeah, we got to get the princess out of there. We need more. We need the red shells. And then I've never seen this before. And then she gets the blue spiky shell like 3 times in a row. I'm like, and then they give me like the garbage stuff, you know. But this is what goes on. This is the universe. This is the glitches. So I appreciate each and every one of you. And that's how you start turning things. It is sabotage, right, Robert? I appreciate everyone commenting, sharing. We're bringing back the family. A lot of people are saying, God, when does these things end? And, you know, you might have experiences. Other people see these things. But you got to hear everyone's story. These are the stories of our everyday life. I'm so grateful for all of you. We put out very powerful videos this week. So grateful for your support. Just clicking subscribe. It takes about 1 second. I appreciate if you do that. Sharing, click the share button. Share this so others will get this, because a lot of God's people feel like, you know, why am I going through this tribulation for? If you want a higher high, which not only are we doing, but the whole collective is getting this year. If you want a higher high, sometimes you have to go through that low to level up. Because some things our identity has changed. So stuff that represented our old identity, it's got to be out of here. You're out of here. You're out of here. So these are the things that we have to stay focused on. I love each and every one of you. I'm grateful for the support. Life is a roller coaster cappuccino. It is the ups and downs like Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh and Tigger too teaches us about the ascension journey. If you remember Winnie the Pooh. Life has its ups and downs. And when you go out in the world, you have to watch out for spookables and heffalumps. And sometimes we just have to raise up our little sisters to raise up the rest of the world. And these are the things that we are given in our life. This is why, this is why I know how to lead women, because I've done it my whole life. If you're the divine feminine, and you're new, you say, you could just look at the woman that my sister has grown up to be. And we need real men to rise. And I'm grateful for everyone, both the divine masculine and feminine, sharing this, taking the charge, charge. And sometimes, you have to have fun. You have to have fun, because this life is supposed to have fun. So in this lesson today, if you made it all the way through the end and you see the family affair and you're getting this frequency, we are shifting. We are shifting from a life of obligation to a life of creation. I've been saying it over and over again. Write that in the comments. We are shifting from a life of obligation to a life of creation. I could create on the fly. I could be interrupted by anyone. I keep going no matter what. So I love each and every one of you. All the comments, all the loves, the shares. Hit me up on Facebook. I got some tremendous stuff coming out on Facebook today and throughout this week. Oh yeah, I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. I love you all. Grateful for the prayers, and today creating this shift. Grateful for everyone. Anything that you could do, watch another video, click the like button. It creates momentum for the channel. Click the share button. Share this to a friend that needs to hear the truth, because so many people are saying, God, when will it end? It ends today. 999. It's over, kid. Love you guys.